This is still Morten from Inkish, and we are actually in front of a hotel because we are on a little tour here in America. And my good friend Thomas from Koenig Bauer in Germany, he always say that we are always on some kind of tour. It started as something in DACH, but now we are in the US. And I'm with Tom. Good
Morten,
to see you.
Always a pleasure.
And what a wonderful day.
Yeah,
as we
nice.
just said to Eric, hanging out with you and your customers is just a blast. So thank you very much for that.
Anytime.
I have to ask you the impossible question.
Okay.
Koenig Bauer or ice fishing? Oh.
How about an ice fishing trip with a customer from Koenig Bauer?
Yeah, okay, that would make it, right? I mean, it was just amazing because I think that when you talk to customers, I saw that today,
Right.
that, let's say, the personal, I mean, you vet in yourself together with customers in order to get into having a relationship. It's not just business, it's like what I've seen so many times in America is like Koenig Bauer. It's not family, I know that, but you have like a very close relationship, right?
I actually consider a lot of my customers very good friends. Yeah. I mean, my wife and I have been on vacation with plenty of our good customers.
Really?
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic. You were responsible for the post press and for what more, corrugated a little
Yeah,
bit?
for corrugated.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the high board flexo line.
Okay.
Yep.
And if you look at the market in US, I mean, you are the biggest contributor to the, I mean, as a Koenig Bauer USA, Canada, you're the biggest contributor to the Koenig Bauer family. I mean, that put a lot of pressure on your shoulders, right?
I don't know if I'd say pressure as much as enjoyment, really. I mean, it's nice to see our factories busy. It's nice to see our customers happy, for sure. Pressure, I don't really see it, you know.
But pressure can be positive. I was just more thinking that, you know, you visit customers and you're depending on that your colleagues are developing the right technology based on your input and get it to market. So I was just thinking that you are in a competitive field, right?
Right. Oh, for sure. I mean, there's no doubt that our biggest competitor has been the biggest forever. They've never really had a true competition, and they're definitely feeling us. They know we're there.
Okay.
So.
And is that, I mean, when you look at the post-press products from Koenig Bauer, I mean, some of it comes from acquisition, some comes after acquisitions that you start developing new technologies because of the technology that you invest in. So what is the biggest, if you look at your, let's say your die cutters and your in the packaging segment, what is the biggest difference in your view about your technology?
So the fact that Koenig Bauer is basically the leader in sheet transport, whether it be on a flexo machine or on a corrugated machine or on a flatbed die cutter, we know how to move sheets. And our feeder technology is amazing. What was our SIS on the printing presses, we were able to basically incorporate that into our cut-to-print system. And it's a very, very well-engineered, simple design that works and works well.
And so that was the reason, because when we met in Barcelona some 1.5 years ago, something like that.
The open house.
Yeah,
Right.
I just remember that every time we talked about the different machines, it was repeated from both you and your colleagues, and it's the repeater feeding we have on this machine. Because people in the packaging, of course, know the reliability of the machines,
Sure.
right? Yeah.
And the flexibility.
Yeah, and if you look at, because I mean, for the layman, and I know we're not in the layman's business, but from the layman it can look very similar. It can look like very similar to the competition. But what is it that you focus on that makes your product successful?
The engineering, no doubt. Koenig Bauer is built basically on engineering and service. You know, we cut our teeth in literally newspapers, so you can't sell and install a newspaper machine and miss an edition in New York. You can't. You're going to go out of business. Yeah. So from the service side and from the engineering side, that really makes us stand out incredibly over our competition.
And is that like this? Of course it is, but I'm just maybe you can explain, but I was just thinking, because if you're both in the corrugated and in the folding carton business, I guess that those kind of service levels are the same, right?
They have to be, yeah. I mean, it's, you know, our service has to be basically 24/7. Yeah. Customer can't be down. I mean, it's, you know, when I get a telephone call at 2 o'clock in the morning from one of my dear friend customers and they say, Tom, you're killing me, you know, that you have to be able to respond and respond well.
Yeah, in the markets, I mean, so big as the Americas, I mean, I guess that you can't have service people in every state, so you basically need to be able to move people fast, right? Or how dense is the network?
You know, believe it or not, it is very well strategically located. Okay. You know, obviously people don't want to live in the middle of nowhere, and there's not too many printing companies in the middle of nowhere, so our concentration is pretty good. Okay. But you know, with airlines, I mean, you know, it moves pretty good. So.
Okay, so when we were with one of your customers today, it was See, that's where you
Crossmark.
get jet lag. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crossmark.
Yeah.
Today was fantastic. They had like the two Koenig Bauer machines. One was the high press, and the other one was
It's an Optima.
precisely. Yeah. So when you see these kinds of things in technology, what do you bring back to Germany and to Spain and to Turkey to continue future development of the market?
So that's the hardest thing to do, is to always try to predict what's going to be coming in the future. You know, is it going to be plastics? Is it going to be special substrates? It's hard. So basically, customers like that they're considered a trifecta customer, and a trifecta is printing, cutting, and folding, gluing, all in the same one house. So they know the business as well as we know our side. So you really rely on our strong trifecta customers to assist us in that. So we collect their information and take it back to our factories, and they take care of it from there.
Okay. Well, I think I got educated by talking to you. So thank you, sir.
Yeah, Morten, anytime.
Thank you.
Have a great day.